has COVID-19 affected the plans of, say, some of your members and what you see as trends?
Right. We're still in it. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's hard to say. One thing I can definitely say is digitization has taken off. I think people are starting, just in terms of their own internal business processes, they're starting to see that, you know, they have to have a very developed digital platform, and there has to be they have to be able to keep the business running even if they can't be there in person. So there's definitely that. Maybe the effect, there will also be effect on supply chains, you know. Maybe what we're going to see now is companies seeing the need to diversify their supply chains far more, so they're not just dependent on one particular manufacturer in one country. That is definitely something I can see. Stockpiling, I guess it depends. It depends on what kind of company you're talking about. I mean, in consumer electronics, what good is stockpiling?
Exactly.
In case, you know, things change so quickly. But, you know, maybe it makes them more conservative in a way. You know, maybe it's also going to make them for a while just maintain a holding pattern rather than, you know, going ahead with plans to set up operations or explore, you know, doing business in new markets. You know, but so that's the issue. I think there's going to be maybe more diversification. That's one thing that I can imagine will be an outcome of this coronavirus, because we've seen the dangers of relying on one market, right?
Yeah, definitely, which is interesting. You know, more diversification for a country in Switzerland that's already very diverse. So it's going to be interesting to see what types of things come from this, because I mean, obviously there will be tougher times even moving ahead, but I do find it interesting to see, you know, what are going to be the new innovations that come out of this, and how many people are going to, say, be more aggressive in the market versus saying being more reserved and just waiting to see what happens.
Right. And maybe people will look at new markets as well, you know, not the usual suspects. What I've read is, for example, that a lot of companies that have that traditionally outsourced or got a lot of their products or manufactured in China are now looking to Southeast Asia, like to Vietnam, for example. So that we could see a boom in other regions of the world as a result of this. But I think it's going to take, I mean, companies are, of course, waiting to see how things shake out. What's it going to be like, you know, until there's some kind of vaccine or something to slow the virus. Everybody's going to maintain a holding pattern and try and just sort of tread water and keep things going as you know, in their current state. I think we'll know more in 22 or 23. That's when we'll see. But there's definitely going to be some kind of shift, right?